Hello. Oh my goodness. I am hot. Hot, 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 hot. It is hot here. It's a good thing, I believe, because I don't know, it just feels good to have some warm weather. And putting on the lippy. Putting on the lippy. There we go. Got that done. How's everybody doing out there? Let's see who comes in. Am I going to be popular today or am I not? It's 5:30. Some people might be having dinner. Who knows? Maybe not. Oops. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Here. I'm going here. And poof. Let's go live on Instagram. Whew. Okay. What have I been doing today? I've been working on my tarot card that I'm creating, and it turned out pretty good. I've lacquered it with Mod Podge. Here are the unlacquered pieces that I did. I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do the usual guy walking off the cliff kind of thing, because it's the vibe is of summertime and it's easiest Sunday morning. That's the vibe for August, and in doing this, and it's quite it's been a journey. It's been a journey, a learning curve on aligning things, from the front to the back and getting them printed up so that they're even, and how my printer kind of moves things over. The other piece too is like my printer isn't printing it out like as vibrant as I want it to, but that's fine. I ain't changing my printer right now. It's doing its thing. Worst case scenario is that I will, if more people join and I can send them out and get them done for the next letter. So this is just a learning curve for me. And the people who have joined, I'm going to say thank you so much because for the support in what I am doing, because I it just feels so good to be doing this and having people recognize it and be a part of it. You're at Buffalo Lake. Oh, you're so lucky. Woo, and you got Wi-Fi. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I can see this is Cynthia on the beach. I need my Wi-Fi. Hang on. I'm a glamper. You're a glamper. Yes. It's just like, here I am. Hold on. Mike, don't move. Hold the antenna. So that's wonderful. I'm so happy you're out there. So I was just talking about the tarot cards that I made. This is my little tarot cards. And then they have the journal prompts on the back. I'm making Greek salad. Ooh, nice. Steve did spaghetti. He made spaghetti. Greek salad sounds so yummy. And then I lacquered them. So, yeah. So I've been doing that. It took me so long to line up the back and the front. Oh my goodness. Finally got it. Thanks to AI in telling me what was going on with my printer. Because I just got a basic printer. That's all I got. Because anyways, I just got a basic printer. And I think once things grow, I'll probably upgrade to something like an Espion or something like that prints a little bit more vibrant. But right now, it's a basic printer. And it, even though the front and the back are aligned as I'm doing it on Canva, I have to shift over the back about 3 millimeters in order for it to line up with the top ones as it's printing, because the printer will shift everything over. Wow. That took me a lot of paper and a lot of time to figure out. But I did it. I did it 4 hours later and I figured it out. But it's all good. It's all good. Um, and doing this, this is what I'm finding is that this is all a learning curve on doing things and creating and what works, what doesn't work. The Mod Podge is great. It brightens everything up. I love that. In how it does things. I don't have a sponger. I don't have a sponge. I just have brushes, so it kind of leaves the line on it. But I don't know. I'm wanting to make things authentic. That's the other part too. Um, it's not perfect, and that's the whole thing. And sometimes you can get really harsh on yourself, like, ooh, I want everything to look perfect. I want everything to go well. I just did my thing up with Owen because Owen just sent me the list for our for the snail mail, and so I got his little die cut made up. So yeah, it's very homemade. Everything is so homemade, right down to um, excuse me, watch out for my boobs. Hi, Shar. Um, I did an individual. I probably have to do a couple more. Um, but where I paint it and everybody gets each one is done individually. So everybody gets a little piece of art that I did. I created very basic, very Hawaiian type feel for this. So everybody gets one of these plus the tarot card and then the bookmark and stuff. And then they're going to get this die. They're going to get the stickers. Of course, they're going to get the stickers. If you haven't seen some of the stickers that I've done, I just love them. And I've been looking into stickers, right? And doing them. And I'm not going to get a circuit cutter. I've been looking into it, and I just kept on feeling like everybody has one. So there's a couple other ones I've been looking at. That's going to be coming up in August, and putting my energy and putting my vibrations out for that to come my way. Plus a laminator. Whoop whoop, doing a laminator. I find that some of the stuff that like sticker sheets and stuff like that, once I get a proper cutter, I can do the sticker sheets and that'll be nice. And I also have ideas for doing markets in the fall. I really want to do markets in the fall. And the markets are going to be the ideas that have come in for doing markets is really cool as well. So doing markets, doing little things like that, creating more of a crafty kind of vibe, and wanting to really create and connect with community. I'm still doing the moon readings. I know I had a few people ask me, "Are you still doing moon readings?" Yeah, I'm still doing the moon readings. I want to create something that's steady, a steady income every month. That's why I'm doing a subscription and a community. So I wanted to tell people, it's like this is creating. It's right now. It's not creating a big. Um, it's creating something for me, and I'm blessed for that. But I'm wanting to grow this. This is where I want to grow to 50 people, and from 50 people, I want to grow to 100 people. From 100 people to grow to maybe 1,000 people. I want to grow this out, and I don't see why not. The market is out there for something like this, and this is where the alignments is with the astrology, and bringing in some of the a little bit of the astrology each month in the letters. So bringing that energy in. I'm still doing the moon readings. They should be they'll probably be recorded this time with the full moon, and I think it's a partial lunar eclipse, and just coming in with that energy and working with this energy and how the vibrations are changing. I was just listening to Archer. He's a lovely man I follow. He's another lovely man. I just love following lovely men. And he's very cool. He's very spiritual. He's very down to earth. He's ex-army. lives in Florida now, was in California, lived on the streets. He was on the streets in LA for the longest time and got himself up and out of there. Like a lot of veterans, what ends up happening to them, right? And poor Steve. Why poor Steve? I don't know why Steve's poor. And never apologize for starting small. All great things have humble beginnings. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Uh, anyways, about Archer. Anyways, he was talking about, I guess there's a doctor, and this is the whole thing about doing all this because you're like following Lovely Man. Oh, God, I show him the Lovely Man. Like, he doesn't care. It keeps me alive by following the Lovely Man. Trust me, I love following younger men. But the vibration of creating something and the vibration of creating something is, I feel it's a positive thing. But going back to Archer and what he was saying about spirituality, a lot of people in, especially in the Western spiritual um movement, they're all looking for, they're not looking for the true type of connection with the divine, right? A true connection with the divine. And a true connection with the divine is something that um isn't running out and taking, I mean, now this one doctor down in the States decided to give this person, I don't know, a cocktail of DMT, MDMA, and some other fucking drug, because he said this, his mixture, his elixirs, he's a doctor. And since he's a doctor, he can get you to this elixir that helps you to connect with God. Now, I know people who take DMT, right? I know a lot of people who take DMT, and they tell me the same. Everyone that I know who's taken DMT pretty much has the same type of story, but they're not mixing their fucking drugs. They take the DMT, they're taking the DMT. Others who've taken MDMA, like the pure, not the pharmaceutical bullshit. Like I'd be afraid to take the pharmaceutical shit, and the MDMA and what they have perceived. But it's like when they do it, it's more of a spiritual journey and a part of their sort of practice, not just to do it just because kind of thing. Anyways, what I'm saying is that you get a guy, and this has happened so many times before. You get a guy who says, "I have the answer. I have the answer. My answer for you to find God is through this connection." I feel like to find the truth of the divine is humbling. It's something that is humbling. Something that, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Part of it is fasting. Part of it is, how are you taking care of your own body? How are you taking care of your own self? That's part of the connection with the divine. How are you, allowing yourself to come away from the digital algorithm and coming into, and I'm calling it the divine algorithm. What are you doing to coming into that divine algorithm? What are you doing to create that within your life on a day-to-day basis? And I feel like that's so important for people to start doing. And it just, ugh, it gets to me when I see so many who are wanting such a quick fix with things, or telling me, "Oh, I just don't know what to do." And sometimes I don't understand depression, and sometimes I don't understand that, the mental disability. I don't get it. I don't get it sometimes, and I admit that. And it frustrates me. And it frustrates me because I have a feeling, or I can see it, and I just like, and it's like almost like a stuckness, and I just want to push them through it. And they're like, "Well, that's just the way I work," or that. And I'm just like, "No, no, you don't have to work that way. You don't have to do it that way." Right. And some of these, some of the people that when I talk to them, I'm just like, "Okay, you're hanging out with a fucking bunch of stoners every single day." And I mean, like, stoners, not the like, there's different types of stoners, right? There's different types of stoners. There's the fucking stoners who are out to lunch, just out to lunch. There's other ones who can actually do it, right? Can, smoke a joint, they can handle it, they work with their regular life, they need it. Like, for what my husband needs it. He was in Vietnam, all right? Um, he went to 2 tours of Vietnam. He kinda needs that kinda edge off, and it also helps to balance with the medication and everything else that he's on, and the anxiety that he gets since he's, had his stroke. Understandable. I understand that. Like, I understand that. It's just it's your Scorpio, probably my fucking Scorpio, that just don't get it, right? Yeah, but you're not a you're a stoner, but you're not a stoner, Candace. You yeah, no, no, I wouldn't classify you there. I would not classify you as like, oh, I'm a stoner. Look at me, kind of thing. The ones that are just sort of wanting, I guess, the escapism. Maybe that's it. The ones that sign up and just do the escapism, that don't want to move up to a higher level, move up to something more. And maybe there is something there within their own mentality that they can't do it. It's just like with certain programs that some people watch, they can't move past certain things or whatever it is. It's it might be something in how their brain snaps, right? And they have to do they have to that's just the way that they work. Now, if they're actually mentally ill, if they are actually mentally ill, right? Jared just walked in and said, "No, she's a stoner." Jared, well, she's my stoner. I love my Candace. But she's an island girl. Island girls can handle the stuff so much different than some typical little white girl down the road. Island girls can handle it. Same with island boys, can handle the shit a lot differently than some Twinkie down the road, just saying. They just have a different way of dealing with it. Plus, it's an herb, it's a plant. But this is it. If there is a diagnosis, right? He just says, "Yeah, that's true." There's a difference, if somebody actually has a diagnosis, right? And I understand I understand that, right? And if they're going through it. But I just don't get it when somebody's like, "I don't know what to do." Nah, 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 nah." Do you know that we have more information, like more things that we can create on our phone than a king from the Middle Ages kind of thing, right? We're able, if you're worried about the toxicity in the air and stuff, there's probably some kind of herb you can take that you could take that can help you to detox from it all, right? There's something there. There's information that can help us to deal with some of this. But I find that people are just so much, um, I guess, fucked up is my word. Fucked up in a way that, it's frustrating. It's overwhelming. It's where I feel to just to I just want to just sometimes smack people and push them. That's how I feel. Because they're just using too many excuses not to do shit, right? My daughter right now, she's starting up her own business and doing things with tattooing scars and working with stretch marks, right? She does have her other job, but she's doing that. She's trying to build up her own clientele and build up a business, right? And do that. And I think it's fabulous. I think that's just it's right up Olivia's alley. It's right. I mean, it has to do with beauty, has to do with enhancement. That's my daughter. That's Olivia. Owen doing the music for me and bringing it. That's him. He loves music. He loves that kind of thing. He likes to bring in different things. He likes to DJ and he likes to sing and he likes to rap and stuff like that. That's right up his alley, right? Eddie's just a jock. Just that's all I'm going to say. But that's the whole thing, is like finding that place. And even with my kids, when they feel, like they're depressed or they're upset or whatever, they know that, okay, I can't stay here. I got to shake this off. I got to figure this out. What do I got to do? What do I got to do to shake this energy off or move ahead? And I mean, my last two are supposedly Gen X's, but they're raised with millennials, so they're considered more millennials. So they shake it off. They move forward, right? Not that my kids are perfect. They're fucking not perfect. Trust me. Stories, but that's for another day. That's the whole thing. It's like there's a whole, people looking for that quick fix. Like that girl now the doctor's up on charges, going back to the doctor who decided to do the cocktail with the DMT and the MDMA and something else and give it to people and call it, oh, this is your connection to the divine. Well, for God's sake, DMT and MDMA in one cocktail. Well, that's going to send you farther than the divine. That's for fucking sure. And God help you when you come back down, right? Even if you're microdosing that shit. I don't know. But that's the thing, is that there is work to be done. There's work that we have to do. And with this energy that's coming in right now, it's helping us to open those doors to do that work and to understand there is a craziness or a world out there that we're always going to have corrupt politicians. Always have been. Go back to Caesar, right? We're always going to have things that, you know, something crazy that's happening with the environment, There are those things. We are going to have some really ugly things that happen in this world. We know that, all right? It's our awareness and how we are able to help if we can help, say our prayers for where we can say our prayers, things like that. But then it comes down and it comes to, like, what are you doing in order for you to help to make a change? It's your vibration, your energy that creates the change in around your world, right? So in doing my letters from Mama G, it's creating that vibration of simplicity. It's creating a world that brings in something that is different, something that, yeah, I'm certainly not, I'm an artist in a different way. I'm a crafty artist, right? And bringing that and wanting to share it with other people. And this is the beauty that's around us. If your beauty is sitting in your backyard growing flowers, that's, put it out, like, just vibrate in there. Do that, right? If if your vibration is something else, then do that, right? It's like I was looking at, even with moms and kids, right? And being the best mom. And sometimes women get a hard rap on being a mom, like, oh, you're just a mom. I mean, that's been going on for I don't know how long, since the 70s, when they decided to bring in fucking feminism, about, women, oh, you're just a mom. Yeah, moms are great. Moms are fabulous. Being a mom is really awesome, right? I love it when women have a baby. Once they have a baby, this energy is making me have cocktails. Oh, baby, come on over to my house. Bring me the cocktails. God, right now I would love to go buy a bottle of wine, but I'm flat broke. Buy me a bottle of wine. Buy mama a bottle of wine. Sorry. I go off. It's the heat. But that vibration, right? It's that vibration coming in and making that beautiful change for that child. It's a beautiful thing. And I feel like people are missing the mark on the simplicity that we can have, and in the simplicity you can have greatness. And through that greatness you can create your prosperity and abundance, because you're aligning with something that's true to your heart. If it's drinking cocktails, well, then it's drinking cocktails, or making fun cocktails, like something fun. What kind of cocktail are you drinking? Is it a fun cocktail? Does it have lots of fun things in it? Is it an apple pre cocktail, which is an Italian, more of an Italian cocktail, which is really freaking strong. They got a lot of stuff in there. Um, one drink, I'd be like, kink. But that's the whole thing. I feel, there's so much out there in our world that we can be upset with. You can look at what happened with the papers that Trump just released, right? It is today. I never drink vodka, peach schnapps, cranberries, and orange juice. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds really vodka and peach schnapps. Nice, nice. Yeah, with cranberries and orange juice. That sounds very refreshing. Very sit back in the sun. See, you're an island girl. That's just a typical island drink. Let's bring it in. You're just missing a little bit of mango on there. Um, Stepping into the cool vibes of what this world needs to have today, and I feel like it's changing. People don't want to step into it. They want to stick into the old world. I'm even finding people who are my little conspiracy people are feeling the vibe. They're feeling the change. They're like, yeah, you know what? I know that shit's going on. I'll continue, like that's what I do for a living or that's my job. But here's the other things I want to do. These are the other things that I want to make. Or making Greek salad with what I have kicking around. Cooking is an art. Cooking is an art. It absolutely is. Bringing in that vibration. Cynthia and Candace should get together. The Greek salad with the Greek salad with a cocktail. Mm, that sounds like a nice party. But bringing in the nice vibes, bringing in the coolness of it all, I think that's where it's at, and allowing yourself to, come into it. Yeah, oh, you love cooking. Yeah, I know, Shar, you're a good cook too. Bringing in that beautiful vibes and allowing it. I don't like cooking. I like eating. I don't like cooking. So, but allowing yourself to come into the good vibes. That's what I want people to have. The other thing, for tonight and for today. I don't know. Just say a special prayer for that little boy who's gone missing here in Calgary, and that he gets found soon because he's been missing since the 16th of July, I believe. So a special prayer out for him, and he was in the Northwest. So a special prayer out for him. Walked away from a day home. I just don't understand this, but anyways, he's 11 and he has mentality is of a 3-year-old. He's autistic and he has canceling headphones and he didn't have a shirt on. So he might be hiding away and stuff like that. So yeah, a special prayer for him, send out positive vibes that they find him alive. That's the one thing I really pray, that they find him alive. Totally devastating on all levels with this little boy. Um, and they couldn't send out an Amber Alert, but they did send out an alert, because Amber Alerts are for abduction. So if the child is abducted, but he just wandered away, so it was an abduction. But the full police force is out. The dogs are out. Um, there's a lot. I think it's Tuxedo area, right? So this is where his prayers for Parker. Yeah, I'm making a beer can chicken wrap and bacon in the smoker. Ooh, fresh corn and salad. Ooh, you guys are having festive things. Nice. Festive summery things. Um Day to day, I'm new to your channel from Alfonso. Something feels fishy there. It's in Thorncliffe. Yeah, that's why I'm wanting things to be positive with this. It doesn't, I know for me, it doesn't feel right. I don't like going into that energy. I don't like to feel things like that because, but it does not feel, it just, I don't understand how a child walks out of a day home and they don't notice him, right? It would be like, if as soon as he's missing, out there running around the neighborhood looking for him, right? I think that's it's just, yeah, doesn't make sense to me. But special prayers out to the family and to all those involved, so that they find him right away. I hope they find him. If they don't find him within, it's today the 18th, so he's already been missing 2 days, and in this heat, and no, if he hasn't had any water or anything else, it just Sending positive vibes. Anyways, back on track here. Um, I just want you guys to have a fabulous evening. Um, if you haven't signed up for my letters from Mama G, sign up. Links in the bio. Links. I posted the links all over the place. The links are out there. My goal is 50 people. If cutoff date is the 20th, and then going from there, I'm praying that for that sweet love. Oh, that all will work out and to the highest vibrations for everything um, in this world. But it's let's begin our journey, right? Do you do large prints or braille? I can do braille letters for those who are blind. Ooh, that's so cool. No, I do things like this. That's what I do. And I just do a little prints. This is all part of my letters from Mama G. That's what I do. I create little pictures. Um, I got dried flowers on some bookmarks, and then I do a personal letter to everybody. Do a personal letter to the community, adding a little bit of the astrology that's coming up for August, because August is another vibrational crazy month for it's Leo energy and going into the Leo so energies, and then into Virgo energy. So sending, bringing in that vibration and sending into a higher vibration. It's what programs do you use? I use Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. I don't touch Adobe Photoshop. I use Canva, and that's it. Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator scare me. They're too complicated for my little brain. Um, to utilize with that. So right now it's just I use Canva, create with that, bring in my own photos that I do. I like to do photography and stuff and bring in my photos with that. And that's what I use. But using Adobe and Illustrator, that is so cool. I've been using them for over 10 years. See, you're a pro. You're a pro at that. You gotta when you're doing something like that, somebody's a real you're an absolute pro when it comes to things like that. And Adobe has some really good stuff that you can utilize, and for people to utilize, it's hasn't been my thing. So, but I know people who do use Adobe and stuff, and they're great at it. What camera do you have? I have. See, look at you go. That's a nice camera. You know what my camera is? My phone. See, you're looking at a very basic girl doing basic things that just wants to bring love to the world. That's what I do. It's nothing fancy or over the top, that's for sure. And taking pictures and making the pictures. I love taking pictures of flowers, and I find bees on flowers and butterflies, and taking pictures of the moon. I love taking pictures of the moon, and things like that. Eventually, I'll get back in. I used to have some really nice cameras back in the day and lenses and stuff. Back when it used to be film, film. Anybody remembers film? But everything's all changed now. I mostly shoot in RAW and developed them in Adobe Lightroom. Oh, that is so cool. I remember. So, in doing film photography and then the shutter speeds and stuff like that, and the light speeds and doing things like that. Used to love it, but it sort of faded off. Now I love to do. I make stickers. This is it's very simple things, like my stickers. That's my sticker. I love to paint in watercolors and do watercolors and things like that. Take pictures that I have, and then put them into AI, and then create. That's my husband. And then create some really funky pictures in the with AI as well. And taking things that I've done and create from there. That's what I like to do. Just like to play, and then create. I'm a crafter. That's what I do. I'm a crafty bean. That's what I am. But my phone's going to die. It's now down to 10%. So I'm going to have to plug it in. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody on Instagram. I'll probably be on YouTube for a little bit more, but Instagram, unfortunately, my phone's going to die. And then that's it. So, and go from there. So, but I want you guys to all have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Go with the divine energy, go with that divineness, get on the divine algorithm and create, do your thing, you know, like, subscribe, and share my video out and have a blessed one. See you guys. Bye.